Hey everybody, what is up? This has been a long time coming, but we finally got the patch 1.05, and with it comes a host of changes and additions that are really awesome, and I look forward to talking about them with you guys. And we're just going to dive into each and every one of these changes, and I'll give my feedback on every one of them. So let's dive in. Alright, firstly, the patch is 700 megabytes, so if you haven't downloaded it yet, you might want to start now. It's not too big. There have been a lot bigger patches, although I have heard reports of some people saying they've had to re-download large portions of the game, like 16 gigs, so if you haven't downloaded it yet, go check on it, make sure it's downloading right now. As for the new features, updates, and big changes, the first one is scaled consumables. And they say, in this patch we've implemented limited scaling on all consumables that affect your health, magicka, or stamina. Scaling will occur across level ranges and is determined by the base level of the item up to the next viable level of a crafted item. And they say, for example, crafted potions are made at levels ending in 0, starting at level 10. Until you reach veteran ranks. If you create a level 10 potion, it will scale with you as you level until level 19, so on and so forth. So if you're, say you're level 39, potions that were level 30 will scale to 39 until you hit 40. So that's how that works. That's pretty cool. That will make, man, because whenever I'm leveling in PvE, like I'm always switching out potions for the next best potion. But in this case, you can just keep your potions a little bit longer. Next we have battle leveled consumables, and this is the part that I am excited about. And they say here, in order for low level player characters to have a better chance of survival in Cyrodiil, we're introducing a way for items to scale their health or buff, which based on whether or not you are battle leveled. You know how you go into Destiny, get out of my head. Whenever you go into Cyrodiil and you're leveled to 50, that's what battle leveling means. Anyway, so if you go to Cyrodiil at level 10, for example, you will be battle leveled to 50. Your potions will be battle leveled as well, and heal as though they were level 50 potions. So, if you level up all in Cyrodiil, you would technically be level 11, but still effectively level 50 through battle leveling. Your potions would still heal as though they were level 50 potions. This is awesome to me. Excellent. Because right now for me, and for a lot of you I'm sure, well, pre-patch, potions were largely useless. Like, I would use one, and I would barely get back any health. I mean, I would still use it, just to get that tiny bit, you know, little min-maxing there during fights, but now they'll actually heal me a lot. Oh, I can't wait, that'll be great. And that will make this one skill of mine that reduces healing so much dirtier. As far as the battle-leveled consumables go, for the Cyrodiil, they do say that, for example, if you hit level 20 and you still have level 10 potions, once you go into Cyrodiil PvP, those potions will still scale up to 50, but they won't be as efficient. They'll heal you at a reduced rate, but not as good as, say, a level 20 potion that's being battle leveled to 50. So make sure you're always using the potion that is closest in level to you, so that you can get that max benefit from the battle leveled consumables. The next big addition that came in this patch is called, oh god, I'm gonna butcher this name. I want to say it's like Psijic Ambrosia. I know the Ambrosia part is correct, but the first part, Psijic, Psijic, I don't know, something like that. Anyway, this potion is an experience point booster that gives you a 50% boost to experience gained from any source and all sources for 30 minutes. And it is considered a drink and thus works with provisioner passives that affect drinks, which is awesome since I'm a provisioner. However, this is some max level shit. So you need to be like a top tier provisioner and have like these really rare stuff just to craft it. But when can you use these? And they say that you can use them at any level or any veteran rank. The boost also applies towards advancing your level, advancing your veteran rank, and advancing your champion points. That's so cool, man! It does not apply towards things that don't work off experience points. So, you know, it's not going to affect your mage guild, and it's not going to affect your crafting skill lines either. But that's a given. there's a lot more to cover about this potion as well. So they say, what does it stack with? It does not stack with itself, obviously. If you use one, you have to wait until it runs out before you can use another. That's kind of a given. They do say that the Psijic Ambrosia will stack with all other sources of experience point boosting, such as Rings of Mara, ESO Plus, your alliance, owning enemy keeps, or being in a group. That is awesome. It stacks. Oh, I love it. Now, 50%. They do say it's 50%, and in which case that is huge, because all the others are 10%, aren't they? Everything else is 10%, like ESO Plus is 10%. So 50%, wow, is crazy. Like, at that point, you're better off just like doing all the quests, and then waiting to turn them in, and then you pop a potion, and then turn them all in at once, and wow, tons of experience. I couldn't even imagine. They also say that the Psijic Ambrosia is considered a drink for the purposes of provisioning. So all of the passives from provisioning will affect it, like being able to craft 2 for 1, or it lasting longer. And it also, you can still drink, like, you can still have a drink buff alongside this Ambrosia potion, which is really, really cool. That was a smart design decision on their end, for sure. And they follow that up by saying, taken together, someone who is both a fully ranked brewer and connoisseur in the provisioning skill line, after creating a Psijic Ambrosia for their own use, will get a total of 3 hours and 20 minutes of experience boost from a single crafting of that recipe. 3 hours and 20 minutes, if you're fully maxed on everything, with a 50% experience boost. That is insane. And I plan on becoming that high-level provisioner and having these Ambrosia experience potions to give away to, you know, on Twitter giveaways, YouTube giveaways for people who are in the guild, of which case you can, if you want to join the guild, send me a message on PSN, by the way. Name is Cogento. I'll have that in the description below. But that said, yeah, I'm going to be giving away a lot of these and using a ton of them. Hopefully they won't be too hard to craft, although their ingredients sound rather rare, so we shall see in regards to that. And apparently the ingredients involved in making this potion sound actually kind of exceedingly rare, so that's going to be a pain, but we'll work through it, all of us together. Now, how do you get this Ambrosia experience potion? Well, the recipe itself comes in 7 parts. And I'm reading this from the post. Each distinct from the other, these recipe fragments can be found by completing provisioner writs. You know, like how you get writs for a variety of crafting things. So it's the provisioner one that you have to do to get these. The higher ranked writ you complete, the more likely you are to find a fragment. So you just keep doing those until you have all 7. And yeah, once you have all 7 fragments, simply use any single fragment from either your inventory or the quick slot. This will consume all 7 and will produce 1 complete and usable Ambrosia recipe. Man, those recipes would probably sell for a ton. So if you guys want to buy me one, oh my goodness, love you for days. The 3 ingredients involved in making a single Ambrosia recipe, or not recipe, potion, are Frost Miriam, Burvez juice, and Perfect Row. Now, Frost Miriam and Burvez juice are both existing ingredients used in a variety of high-end purple foods and drinks. They can only be found while completing provisioner writs or by receiving them from your hireling, which means, essentially, they are rare. Perfect Row, however, is brand new and is currently only used in crafting the Ambrosia Experience Potion. Now, Perfect Row can be found by fishing. Every time you skin a non-trophy fish, you obtain fish meat. However, there is now also a small chance to obtain said Perfect Row. Oh, this is going to be really hard to get. I'm going to have to rely on fellow guild members and guild stores to get these ingredients. Oh man, they're probably going to cost so much, I'm scared. And finally, once you have all of the recipe and the ingredients needed to craft this damn thing, they say that you need to have a recipe quality passive at rank 4, which is a new rank for the patch, and your recipe improvement passive at rank 6. So, man, I am nowhere near that, but one day soon. I'm gonna keep working at it. Once I'm more leveled, I'm just gonna focus like all on cooking for like a week, and I'll get there. Those were the latest additions added in this patch, and now we are on to fixes and improvements, and I'm only going to gloss over these, the ones that mean the most to myself and to you guys. I'll cover the ones that are basically the most important. And first of all, they said they fixed an issue that would occasionally cause grass to flicker. I haven't seen any flickering grass since the last patch, so that's still good. They also say it reduced the occurrences of missing graphical effects in heavy combat areas, such as in Trials or Cyrodiil. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed this, but when there's a lot of combat going on, I noticed a lot of my graphical effects would disappear, and I thought that was for optimizing. I thought they did that for optimizing, but apparently it was a glitch. So cool. We're gonna have more graphical effects now. Excellent. Next, we have a pretty good audio fix that says they improved the audio performance for certain abilities which were causing performance issues. Now this immediately makes me think of scenes where you're in Cyrodiil PvP and you are like roaring across the battlefield in groups of like 50 to 100 people all on horses, and then that sound would just like kind of merge together and it would sound all metallic-y and would cause frame rate issues. I hope that audio fix right there is what they're talking about, but we'll have to see. You guys will have to let me know in the comments below if that audio issue still exists. Next up, we have some miscellaneous fixes. One of them is fixed an issue that was causing low frame rates after long periods of play. Didn't even know that was an issue. Glad they fixed it though. The next one is fixed an issue that was causing the meteors, smoke, and monsters during Dark Anchor events to not be synced. Glad they did that. You know, little touches like that help. And continuing on, we have continued to fix remaining issues surrounding invisible NPCs. That still seems pretty ongoing. And finally, fixed a number of commonly occurring crashes. That's good. I don't like my shit to crash. It crashes. My game ESO crashes all the time. So this is good. This is a good thing. The next big fix they did was for a quest in Malabal Tor called the Prisoner of Jatsoger. God, I probably butchered that, but who cares? Anyway, this quest was apparently causing some issues because of people griefing, and they said they changed the structure of this quest to minimize confusion and prevent griefing, and it sounds like they just took out a ton of things that were allowing people to grief, so this is good. I'm glad they did that, because eventually I'll be at that quest as well. And finally, they had a large list of fixes for the UI in general, achievements, character creation and selection, leaderboards, mail, menus, and icons. So all in all, a incredible patch. I look forward to seeing what next big patch we're going to get. Probably it's going to be, we'll probably get one more patch, would be my guess, before we get the new expansion. That would be my guess, so maybe it'll be good. We shall see. Of course, PC gets their patches first, so all we have to do is look at theirs, and we can probably determine what we get next. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, and of course, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe for more. I'll be bringing videos every 2 days. That's the plan. So I'm going to hop back in game. You guys have a great one, and I will see you next time.